Black Friday sales can be quite crazy on so many levels. People will do anything as possible to get their hands on that particular item they want or need. Personally, I haven't really much dealt with much Black Friday sales at all. Sometimes when I really need something, I just wait after the Black Friday or just never much have an interest to even do that. I mean, I heard stories about how crazy they can be. I mean, I even seen videos on like on the news and all that. So yeah, you can understand why I usually don't even go to one. My name is Jason. There's only one time I really needed have two things, and I thought, why not to go for a Black Friday shopping? Even though I was prepared for some insanity, but this is way crazier than I ever thought it was gonna happen. I was about 22 years old when it happened, and so I decided to go to local Walmart for Black Friday shopping. There was only two things I needed: a new laptop and a new TV. I was most of all in desperate need of a new laptop. My old one was getting old and starting to acting up a little bit, since I mainly use my laptop in order to pay my bills and all that. And so yeah, and a TV screen. Well, I do still had a little functional TV, but I thought maybe it was time to get a new one. So I left my home, went there around late afternoon, around 3 p.m., and it was already crowded of people. I could not believe it was already this crazy. But I knew exactly where to go, so I went straight in. I went to electronics section to find a new laptop and a TV. I was expecting me to find nothing of those. And sure enough, most of the shelves were already empty, but I managed to get at least one laptop. So I got it and put it in my cart and looked around for a TV. And sure enough, almost every single TV was gone. There were only like a few TVs left. So I just took one, put it in a cart, and was about to leave when I heard this loud voice and said, "Hey, stop there!" And I turned around and saw a man in his 40s. He said, "That is my TV. I wanted to take it." I was dumbfounded because I pointed out there was a few others of the same brand next to it. But the man said, "No, I want that, and hand it over right now." But I told the man no, and I turned around, and the man kept following after me. But the man screamed something at me, but I could barely hear it due to the fact of the large crowd of people around me. When I was near the cash register, I felt someone grab my shoulder. I turned around and saw it was the same man again. This time he was even more furious. His face was red of anger, and he told me with a loud voice that was booming, "You should give me the TV right now, or I will take it and leave." But before anything else could happen, two men walked up to him. Turned out they were Walmart workers. They had seen the man causing the problem, so they took him away. I told another worker of what happened. After that, I could leave. I paid for the items and I promised myself next time for a Black Friday sale, I will bring a friend with me or even show up a bit earlier. And I'll tell you, that was the most insane Black Friday shopping I had ever experienced. I have done some Black Friday shopping since, but not as much as this level of insanity. So this man, let's never meet again. Thank you for that, at least. Many have some crazy experience when it comes to Black Friday shopping. Personally, I only have one experience. It was the most craziest and the most freakiest of all. Even though I'd done some Black Friday shopping before then and even since then, but I had never even remotely got anything close to this at that time when it happened. My name is Nicole. I was about 21 years old when all this happened, and most of the time when there's a new Black Friday sale around the corner, I usually check through my mind, like doing a list of seeing if there is any things I in need of, and if there's something I really need, then I will go. But if there are some things that I could just get much later on, even though the price might be a little bit higher, but sometimes I had to. But in this time, I was very much in desperate need of a new phone. You see, my old one was acting up, and it wasn't charging it as it should be do. So I arrived to my local Walmart at around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I went straight to the electronics section, hoping to find a new phone, but I made a mental note in my mind saying like there might not even be a way for there might even be any phone or computers left, because usually the electronics section is almost empty during a Black Friday. So, but when I got there, sure enough, most of the shelves were complete empty. But in the phone section, there was only one left. I grabbed it and I was about to leave. But then this woman in her 30s started yelling at me to give it back to her. She said like, "Give back my phone!" I was a bit scared because I don't like to be confronting anyone. So I said sorry and quickly turned away and walked. But this woman started yelling at me to give her the phone or she would call the police. But I just ignored her. But this Karen, as I used now calling her, was kept following me, and I panicked. I started to speed walk away from her, but somehow this Karen kept following me the same speed. Then I saw a worker. I literally walked up to this man, told him that this Karen had been following me. Then this Karen had this excuse, like she'd said that I took the phone from her hands, which was a complete lie. I suggest to check the cameras for the proof. But then this Karen literally got scared and said, it was nothing, she can keep it, and she walked off. The worker went with me so I could pay for my item, and I left. And luckily though, the Karen had all left the store already. I sat in my car for a little while to calm down. I mean, could you blame me after what you went if I went through that type of things? Yeah, you're not without a doubt, without a doubt, it was the craziest. And I told myself, next time I will bring with someone with me if I go to our next Black Friday shopping, because I don't want to go through that ordeal again. Trust me. Even though I don't like confronting people, if I wasn't like the type, it only would have made the whole thing even a lot worse. Because I did mention this to my family and some close friends, and they all agreed if I had do something anything remotely to confronting her, it might have even made the whole case a lot worse. But there was nothing like she could even call the police for because I was still in the building with her, and neither her or I had paid for the item at the time before it all happened, so technically it was still the store's property. But luckily though, I got away from this Karen. And another thing is, I had never seen her ever since. But yeah, but I always bring a friend or maybe my older brother just in case if I had to do some Black Friday shopping, or maybe a case my dad. But but yeah, to this Karen, please let us never meet again. First time I went for a Black Friday shopping with my parents, it was a lot of craziness. It was. But I can see why people went so crazy since most stores lowered the prices on the certain items. But yeah, but I didn't do any Black Friday shopping on my own for quite a while. But there's only one time that it really freaked me out so badly. I was like almost at the point I wanted to wonder if I should do any more Black Friday shopping again. That scared I was. But I have continued to do some Black Friday shopping, but maybe not every year. Sometimes I skip maybe 1 or 2 years or something. But yeah, my name is Christy. I want to tell you the time when I was the most scared during my time of Black Friday shopping. I was just about 18 years old. I was actually in need of a new laptop since my old one was broke and I needed a new one. So I went to the local Target around 6 p.m. hoping to find one. I went straight to the electronics section. I was in luck. I managed to find at least one. And as I was just looking at the box about the laptop, a man in his 30s walked up behind me and asked, "Hey, do you need any help?" I thought maybe that this was a Target worker. But the thing is, he wasn't even dressed as one of the workers. Then I knew he was a customer like myself. But I said no. I didn't need any help since I already found what I needed. So I left the electronics section, but before I left, I thought maybe I should get something else just in case if there's something I wanted. So I went to the snack aisle. I managed to find a bag of Cheetos, and I saw the man again. But he was in the end of the aisle looking at me with a smile, which made me feel uncomfortable. He walked up to me and asked if I was going to have a party. I said, no, I just getting some snacks to see a movie later, which wasn't a lie. He then asked if he could join me to watch the movie with a creepy smile. That itself made me feeling creeped out. I didn't say anything, just turned around and walked away to find something to drink. But the man kept walked up to me again and asked, but this time I said no. Then he asked, and he didn't take the hint. And then he asked me, and even suggested that I should go with him to his place to watch some movies instead. But I said, no, I don't want that. So but he smiled still, and I just walked away. And he kept following me in a distance. When I was about to pay for my items, the man was behind me, and the man said he could pay for my items. The man had this audacity to tell the cashier that he was my boyfriend. I should mention, I'm 18. He was in his 30s. There was no way I would even date a man in that age at all. And even though he said that, I said, no, he is not my boyfriend. I need to just back off and stop being so creepy. And that finally made the man to lose his mind. He told me that I shouldn't leading him on, which I would never even did. And in fact, before I could even say anything, another worker walked up to him and told him to leave me alone or he would be escorted out. Luckily, the man literally left and walked back into the store. I thanked the worker for his help. I let it pay for my items and left. I went to my car to quickly calm down for a moment before driving home. But as I was driving away, I saw the same man walking out from Target and looked around for me. Luckily though, he didn't see my car and I have not seen that man again. But if I would run into him, I wouldn't be so friendly to turn him down again.